I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome.
Hey, guys.
We have a
treat.
Guest here today.
A treat.
My favorite child.
Oh, my God.
Whitney. Whoa. Whitney.
Favorite child.
Oh, my gosh. That was a Freudian slip, y'all. Whitney is my oldest daughter, but I have the youngest daughter
I wish y'all could see my face because I was like, that's not Whitney.
Okay, the moms out there, you know you do it. Y'all know you do it. You go through all of them till you get the right one.
Maybe she low-key really said her favorite child.
And it's Kennedy, y'all. It's Book Club Kennedy. Ken's Book Club. Yes. Kennedy Bradley
her
is here.
Instagram handle is Ken's
I'm sorry,
Book Club.
Kennedy. They know that I do it, though.
Is not
don't I do it when... Yes. When they were home, I would go through the whole...
spectrum of names?
Right, the whole roster.
Oh, is that what I have in my future?
My grandmother used to do it, and then she'd say Fred, and nobody's named Fred. But then, she'd name like 10 names and say Fred, just Fred.
Just whoever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, sorry. But Ken's Book Club is here, and she's going to give us some good beach reads.
Or pool, or if you live in Texas,
or just summer reading.
Inside.
Yes.
Summer reading. Because which, by the way, how are you? I know you're from here, so it's not maybe as devastating to you, but how are you enjoying?
She's actually in Texas, y'all.
Weather. Yeah, no,
she's in Chicago.
She's sitting
we just
across
do it
from
remotely,
me.
But she's here with us.
Which is why my face was like, "That's not Whitney." like, what do you mean, favorite child? I'm like, wrong kid. But yeah, so how is this adjustment from Chicago?
Yeah, I like the summer. Actually,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be out there for too long.
Oh, to be young and petite,
of
y'all,
course.
Because it's like 103.
I never could do heat
right now.
Never could do heat.
Right, but just for a little bit, like I feel so much better being out in the sun for a little bit and then going inside.
Do you?
If I stay inside all day,
I can take cold much better. I can do winter better.
Not a Chicago winter.
In Ohio, I was in Ohio. It's that same Midwest cold.
How long was you in Ohio, though?
I was born there, remember?
But then you
till
left.
the 5th grade.
Okay,
5th or 6th
that's
grade.
very different.
I had to walk 10 miles to school.
I feel like kids are
day.
resilient to weather. Once
kids
you're
are.
an adult,
yeah, once you're an adult, you lose it.
You still feel cold.
But weren't you cold at her wedding?
And I've been back.
That's true.
I mean,
in the winter?
Yes. In the snow.
At this point, we can't believe you because you just called Kennedy Whitney.
Right. It's like I have to justify myself to my own kid. Like, I like winter better. Like, nobody believes me. I do like winter better.
So, I guess in Texas, we don't get a lot of seasons. So it's like this fake winter, which I love. I love fake winter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Pumpkin spice latte, cute boots, but it ain't really cold. It's not really cold. It's just cold enough to be cute. And then they're scorching fucking hot. And yes. Because I am 7 months pregnant now, y'all, I'm already not a small girl. So I hold it down for the big girls. And then you add a baby, like cooking a baby 24/7. And I go out and I'm like, oh my God.
When I was pregnant, I was always hot anyway. Are you like that?
You're baking. Okay.
So it's like
the first two. I'm very cold natured. And I was kind of like Kennedy, like I'd rather be out in this. I used to go jogging in this and this was nothing. And then my very warm-natured first child came along. She's warm, hot-natured to this day. And I just suddenly was like, I never drank ice water. I drank nothing but ice water with her. I was like, oh, are y'all hot? I'm hot. So then my son, kind of even kill, just because he was a winter pregnancy. So it didn't matter either which way. And then this time, I'm not as hot as I was, but I'm still team, I can't. I like to go like 6 miles. Like that's my walk is like 4 to 6 miles. I can't hit 2 miles right now. I am like struggling. I'm like
probably have heat stroke.
Sweating profusely.
Well,
I look so bad.
Is thawing out still from the winter.
She's still
Chicago. That's why she likes the heat.
Maybe so.
That's my theory.
Whatever.
Okay.
So Kennedy has a fun. This is tell us about it.
Your beach
book,
beach
and then
read.
It's.
Yeah, I just finished it. It's called American Royalty by Tracy Livesey. Livesey? Livesay.
We'll post a picture.
It comes out on Tuesday, on the 28th.
So you got an advanced copy because you have a book club, right?
Yeah. And it's
perks.
It's so
I saw this cover. Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's so good. It's the most beautiful cover. It's red and it has this really beautiful black, like dark-skinned black girl on it.
It is a pretty cover.
And a prince. And what it is, okay, so she's like a rapper. Like, it's basically if Prince Harry and Meg Thee Stallion fell in love. That's the premise.
This is my life.
And it's sexy. There's some good little steamy scenes in there.
I'm trying to find somebody. Someone need to make a movie. Because I want this.
It's so good. It's basically like she has some PR issues going on in her career right now. And she's trying to like really boss up. She has like a company that she runs for like, I think it's like a skincare line or something for like dark-skinned women. And she's just trying to like get away from the paparazzi and like help her image a little bit. And then he is a prince, but isn't really going to be like a working member. Yeah. He's not, he doesn't have any real responsibilities.
Okay.
He's actually a professor at some university out there in England. And has like totally separated himself from his royal family.
Okay.
But then his aunts and uncles, who like will presumably assume the throne at one point, are like awful and have a lot of just different scandals. They're wild, running out in the streets. And the queen is like, we need to fix our image. And so I'm going to get this guy, Jameson, who's like the professor, to come in. We're going to give him an official title, and he's going to organize a tribute concert for my late husband, who was like a really beloved king of England.
Okay, yeah.
And
he will be reading this as me.
He gets this rapper to come on.
Is she ratchet?
Okay, so he doesn't know that. He just, someone is like, her name is Duchess. That's her rap name. And he's like, oh, perfect. Duchess.
Yes.
It's a royal family. Okay. And then he looks her up and he's like, okay, a little bit different than what I thought. It's really good, really steamy.
So is it, how do they come together since they're so different?
Without telling us too much.
Yeah,
Have you seen Megan Thee Stallion? She ain't got to do too much for someone to come together.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're so different, that just fascinates me. Like, how they
how do they like each other? It's basically, they've both wanted control of their life. So she, growing up, she didn't have like the easiest life growing up. And that was part of like why she wanted to be so successful, is like she wanted to call her own shots. But of course, in the music industry, that's not actually what happens. No. And so that's why she's wanting to like have a brand and like something kind of outside of music that she can like work on. And then he's the same way, feeling like the royal family has
controlled everything,
his life thus far. And so they really connect on that and some other things too.
So is it spicy? A little spicy?
Oh, I don't do it if it's not spicy.
Both of my books are spicy too. So I'm I'm all about this.
Wow.
It's very good.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna get that. Do you have one too?
Oh, I'm reading right now Finding Me, which is a memoir by Viola Davis. And I've always enjoyed Viola Davis as an actress. I think she's so expressive. Her face, like, she doesn't have to say a word. When, she can cry just a single tear, or just a look comes across her face, and it conveys so much emotion. And I just enjoy watching her act. But I didn't really know much about her, as a person. But this book, and you guys might have seen, I guess before the book came out, she did an interview with Oprah, and it's on Netflix, so you guys can watch that. And she does tell a little bit about it, but she had just a really difficult childhood and endured really third world poverty as a child and a young adult. But it's just a story of overcoming and, knowing yourself and your worth and what you want to do, like your purpose. I guess that's really, it's a story of purpose. And she knew acting kind of gave her that thing. So once she realized this is my
she grabbed
jam, she pursued it. And it's just a beautiful story, beautifully written. It's hard to read sometimes just because it's, her life was just so difficult.
Right.
But I'm so happy to see her on the other side of it and successful. So, you're rooting for her, even though it turns out well. but she really did have
and I'm sure there's points where you read it and you think, oh my gosh, like you almost forget that it's going to turn out okay. Right. Because sometimes when you're reading that, you're thinking of someone, like you said, third world poverty, which our poor, let me tell you,
American
is not
poor
their
is not poor. No.
It's nowhere near.
She had like no safety net.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Like there wasn't, anything. It just, either they had it or they didn't. So that was really kind of difficult to read, but it's beautifully written. And I really commend her for being so transparent, because she really lets it rip. I mean, she tells things that I'm not sure that I would have.
That you would be comfortable enough
but,
to share.
She did. Yeah. And I really commend her for that. And I'm sure it'll be really helpful for people that are going through some of those same type of things. Struggle.
Yeah.
But it is beautifully written, and kudos to her, and it makes me love her even more. Okay. And so it is a great read, not a fluff read. I usually like fluffy in the summer. But it's a little heavy, but it does have a HEA, happily ever after. So.
Okay.
2 thumbs up.
Good. And what we'll do, I'll say this now before I get to my 2, which are very steamy. Very, very, very steamy books. But we will highlight these on the blog.
Yes.
We'll highlight these on the blog and on our Instagram. So there will be links, and that way you guys can find them. And they'll be in our Amazon, because it comes out next week.
Oh, so
yeah. So
when
we're right there. Yeah,
right.
It's perfect.
Oh, perfect.
So mine, this is a weird new thing for me, reading love stories. It's just not my thing.
Fantasy thing, maybe.
It is. It is like
makes you romantic.
It does. My husband's probably really happy, because it definitely adds to. We won't go into that, but the name of this series is called Island Bites. And so, as any of you that have listened to us for any length of time know, I own a bakery. And I don't know that I've said this, but we actually chose to close our bakery after 10 years. So there's this book about this lady who owns this bakery, and the name of our bakery and the name of her bakery, it's literally off by 1 word. Oh. So I'm kind of like, oh, interesting. So the name of the book is Sweet Hand. The author is N.G. Peltier, and I'll spell it on the blog, y'all. But N is in Nancy, G is in Grace, Peltier, and the name of the book is Sweet Hand. I loved it. It has like this island vibe about it.
So it's set on an island, or
there are a lot
Jamaican or something.
Yes, okay. There's a lot of that. So it's like some of the food, I'm like, I'm digging this vibe. But she got like burned by a musician. It was one of those I should have trusted my gut, and I didn't, and I got made a total fool of. And it was a poke the bear moment. And just as she was really building her name, she flips out because this guy's cheating, has a side piece, has a baby, and all that they emphasize is her reaction, right? Not actually the whole thing. So she's trying to rebuild her image, which kind of made me think about your book. She's trying to rebuild her image, and the person she ends up with is exactly who she needed. But it was I like whenever there's tension. Like, I mean, I guess it's fun to go to a coffee shop and I saw you from across the room and but I like tension. I want to know, how do we act when we don't like each other? Mm-hmm. That's more important to me than how we act when we like each other. I can be cool with anybody when I like them. It's when I don't like you that things could be problematic. So how do we act? So she ends up getting with him, and he just really cares for her, and both of their eyes are opened in different ways. And she has an assistant whom I love. The assistant in the book has kind of this larger than life, like she has pink hair, and she's just everything whimsical, cake, desserts that you think of. Well, the second book is about her, and it just came out this week, and it's Don't Go Baking My Heart. Oh, which is kind of a cute title.
That's cute.
And I didn't realize until today. I was like, oh, it released. Like, I need to see if it's on my Kindle, because I think I already pre-ordered it. So those are cute. 2
those sound
amazing sex scenes. Like, when it's steamy, it's like boiling. And those are my reads. Now I do there has to be a plot. I have to have a plot. But if it's steamy, don't do lukewarm. Mm-hmm. Just go ahead.
Go there.
Go ahead and give me smut. That's me. Go ahead and give me smut. Because we're grown. We are grown people. Go ahead and give me smut. And
we don't want Hallmark moments.
I don't need no. Listen, this is not Christmas, honey. And if I want Hallmark, I'm gonna turn on Hallmark.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do. And we even talked about like love movies and Christmas and Hallmark lovey stuff. That was like 2 episodes ago. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for, hey babe, are you tired? I'm trying to like continue after that. So those are my 2. And Sweet Hand wasn't long. It was an easy read. It's on, I read almost everything either from the library. Thank you, Kennedy. I never thought about it before. And from Kindle.
Okay.
So that's one I've read.
Yeah, and they have everything too.
I did go to the library today. I was supposed to take the kids. And I left with just as many books. So I did pick up one. I'll let y'all know as a bonus book. This has nothing to do with love. I just think it's funny. It's called Hot and Sour Suspect. And
a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Okay.
These 2 friends, a friend calls a friend, hey girl, I'm hosting this speed dating thing at this noodle house. Would you help me out? She's like, okay, yeah, I'll help you. So it goes surprisingly well. There's a lot of matches, a lot of chemistry. Everything's going good. And both of them get paired unexpectedly. And the one who wanted to host it, her date gets murdered after the event. So
that's a twist.
There's a twist. Yes. So I saw it and I was like, I have to have
I know
this.
It's a mystery, but is it still kind of light? There's some that are kind of
I think it is.
Cozy mystery.
I think it's a cozy mystery from the back cover.
I don't mind those.
I just checked this out, y'all, like an hour ago. But yeah, so it seems like there's still a bit of a romance twist. So if you are not a smut girl or smut guy, which most of y'all are, because we know some of y'all, but if you like mystery, I'm gonna say you
probably could convert you to the smut.
We could bring you over, but if you just swear that you're not, then that's one that I would check out. And unfortunately, it's in my car, so I don't know the author, but we'll tag it. But
we'll tag it.
I mean, how many books are titled Hot and Sour Suspect? I don't think there's going to be a lot. But the cover art on it was also really, really, really cute.
Those sound great.
Yeah.
So you all going to the beach or on your vacation?
Yes.
And you need some reads.
Lounging by the pool.
Those are all
good. Well, I guess kind of like people say, well, ladies go first. I'm going to say guests can go first. So Kennedy, as you well know, every episode we have a sexiest man alive. This week.
And Kennedy is the inspiration for that, y'all, because she was the one as a teenager that used to have crushes that just lasted a week. So,
Mama said, what's your flavor of the week?
Yes,
and it's because it's going to change next week.
I saw so-and-so, and she'd say, oh, we broke up. Like, what?
Listen.
So she had a new one all the time. So she is the inspiration for the Sexiest Man Alive this week. So Kennedy, you go first.
Mine is Jabari Banks, who plays Will Smith. Well, his name's not Will Smith.
No, it's the new adaptation because it's not Smith. But
he plays Will in Bel-Air.
Yes.
Which is a remake of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
But people love it. Yeah,
it's so good.
I saw one episode.
I think you're
going to
get me to watch it. I might.
Okay. It's so good. I went in with very low expectations, but I feel like it got better and better each week. And the finale
was good.
Was really good.
Your face tells me. I am making a mental note of maternity leave shows.
Oh yeah,
because that's
and when middle of the night feedings.
Yes, that's when I do watch. That's when I do watch. Is
I used
middle
to not,
of the night nursing.
I fell asleep once, and I was like, I need the TV on, or I'm gonna
crush this baby.
Right.
So that was my biggest fear because you're so tired, you just kind of slouch over. So it's like anything that's 30 minutes to an hour is perfect. Feed, burp, change, go back downtime. So I am keeping a little list of.
Yeah, Bel-Air is really good, and Jabari, he's so cute in real life too.
Yeah,
he's very charismatic, life of the party.
Got a lot of swag.
But he's really young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 22, 23.
Oh my gosh,
he's young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Little, that's a little out of me and Lisa's range, but he is handsome.
Everybody today is probably out of my range. So I'm once again robbing the cradle, and I'm picking Prince Harry.
I agree with you.
From Kennedy's book, it just,
it just amplifies my desire.
Y'all, we know he's cute.
Y'all know y'all saw him dancing way back in the day.
He's cute.
Wait, he does not do it for you?
Now wait. Okay, I've always been Team Harry versus Team Will.
Oh yeah, that's no question. That's no question.
Come on. I don't mean no harm. Y'all like,
baby, I could have been like, Meghan Markle back in the day. He is fine to me. I love him.
You like Will?
No.
Oh, Harry, yeah.
Yes, ew.
Harry when he was,
no offense.
Both of them when they were young.
No, ma'am.
For sure.
Will just never.
Wait. Back when he had hair, Will wasn't cute?
He was not cute.
As a teen?
No, ma'am.
Maybe as a teen.
But he was very, he looked like an Abercrombie model back in the day. But now...
You probably needed glasses back then and wasn't wearing them.
Well, now, Harry...
Girl, he's stressed. He's stressed. Well, that's why the man in your book wanted to escape all that. Because he's trying to avoid that.
On that polo pony, Harry looks really good.
What polo pony?
When he plays polo. You know he looks so cute?
Harry gives me
I'm sure
I like Harry.
I like the way he treats Meghan.
Yeah, and they just their chemistry and their... I think Harry's a doll.
Meghan or no Meghan, I like him.
I like him with Meghan too because a little of her gravy on him makes it extra good.
It is good.
She got like an eighth of gravy.
So
no, I like Meghan. I've always liked Meghan.
She is
when
pretty.
She was on Suits. When I was watching Suits, I always thought she was just cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
No,
I like them.
I love them.
I like them. Not an eighth of gravy. Oh my gosh.
A little seasoning, Kennedy. Little seasoning.
Everything ain't got to be spicy. Some stuff just needs a freaking splash. Right? Now I'm over here like, well, I've only got an eighth of gravy.
Just a twist of lime, right? That's all you need. A
just
slice.
A little bit. I was like,
slice of lime. You don't need a whole.
Our next shirt is going to say an eighth of gravy. My next
gravy. So
my next shirt is going to be an eighth of gravy. I don't need my whole fucking plate slathered. Just a smidge on my potatoes, and I'm good.
Pat of butter.
Oh gosh. So
okay,
my sexiest man alive this week is John Legend.
Oh yeah,
I love John Legend. I can't think of an album that I don't enjoy. My husband is so annoyed because I will sing John Legend at the top of my lungs in the shower, and I do really good imitations. So that's not his issue. I have just worn it out to the point where it drives him crazy. And
he's so singable, though.
He's so singable.
His songs,
and God must really love me because every time we go on a date, somewhere John Legend plays, and I'm always like, looking at him, and he's like, oh, come on. He's like, of all the millions of songs, what are you doing for this to happen? I said, the Lord wants you to love him too. That's what it is. And you just will not be obedient in your walk. But I do. I love his voice. He has, to me.
I like him on The Voice too. Do you watch that?
I don't watch TV like that.
No, I don't watch reality.
He's good on
TV.
that.
I didn't even know he was on there. So when you said it, I'm like, okay.
Nice guy.
I was like,
just a nice all around guy.
He seems like it.
Yeah.
He does.
We love his wife too.
I do. And when he did lip sync battle, that cracked me up. Like when he did.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see him do MC Hammer?
No.
OMG. It was so good.
We'll have to. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
It is. It's on YouTube.
We'll
and it's worth all 7 minutes. It's so good. Okay, loves. Thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode, our guest, and we find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Audio Podcast Network.